guys, just wanted to do a quick update on my personal healing journey, and I'm just going for a walk right now as I record this. And I thought it would be a great new series just to share more about my personal healing journey and how it's been ever since 3 years of postpartum, and definitely have a lot of updates. And a lot of you guys are also asking how I managed to recover and get better as well. So I've shared before that it took me 2 years to get 50 to 60% better, and 3 years to get 80 to 90% better. So that's where I'm at right now. And one thing that really affected me after giving birth was actually my thyroid levels. So really just learning to balance that. And I actually see a hormone specialist. She's a naturopath. So I've been seeing her for at least 5 years. And we've been monitoring my thyroid for a long time. And low thyroid is actually linked to dry skin, and so it can also be linked to issues with the skin and skin rashes and eczema as well. So I've been really working on my thyroid a lot, and I know that a lot of people in the eczema and topical steroid withdrawal community also get zingers. I know that not everyone might have heard of it before, but it just feels like sparklers. I know that some people also say that it feels like feels like when someone scares you, that same feeling of that shock all over your body, and it's the weirdest feeling. But if you search on the TSW Facebook groups, or you'll see a ton of people talk about their zingers. And so that's one thing that actually helped me. Was I was doing my blood tests so often that I realized that when I would be on my thyroid supplement, that my thyroid levels would optimize and they would start to normalize. And then I noticed the zingers would go away. And whenever I stopped taking my thyroid supplement, I noticed that when I would do my blood test, my thyroid levels would go back up and it would be really elevated, which really meant that my thyroid was out of range again. And the thing that really helped it was, so the thyroid supplements, then the zingers would go away, and that's how I figured out what was linking them both together. But I know that a lot of people who I've spoken with also found that their zingers got better naturally after their skin started healing. And so I know that's how a lot of others got better. If you found another way that you got better, let me know. I also spoke with someone else, a naturopath, who said that when she sees a lot of mold patients, and one of the symptoms of mold exposure is actually zingers. So I just found that really interesting. And one of my other friends who did start getting zingers got it after her antibiotic and mold exposure too. So now the zingers are under control, which I'm really happy about. But I usually got them when the weather was too hot or I was really anxious. I would just feel the zingers coming back, but thankfully it's been under control, which means that my thyroid has been under control, thankfully. So I've really been working on the hormone levels for a really long time, and believe it or not, thyroiditis and even thyroid issues are common, especially after giving birth. So it's something that a lot of women should get checked out. And my naturopath said that sometimes it can take 1 to 2 years for the thyroid levels to normalize again. So yeah, it might be something that you might want to get checked out. The other things that I've been doing are not just getting my hormone levels checked, but also I was doing regular blood tests and getting annual checkups And I was actually so surprised. Found out that not a lot of people actually get their blood tests regularly checked, and it's something that I've been doing at least once a year, every year, and I think it really helps because you want to know how certain biomarkers are doing in your body, in your blood, how your vitamin D levels are doing, how your iron levels are, because your iron levels can affect your whole body too. They can affect your energy and other issues as well. So, not just that, but also checking B12 levels. There are so many things that you can get checked out, like liver enzymes. And I would speak to your family doctor. And actually, the one reason why I love seeing a naturopath so much is because they will recommend other biomarkers that I should get checked out that my family doctors don't always catch. And also, the naturopaths have a stricter blood test range that they follow, whereas I noticed that family doctors tend to have a broader range. So for example, several years ago when I had to work on my thyroid, I noticed that my naturopath caught it and started working on my thyroid levels for prevention and just to reverse it and make it better, whereas my family doctor said everything was normal. And so that's why I really appreciate, and I just love seeing my naturopath, and she's helped me so much. But in conjunction with that, I've also been seeing my practitioner, who I've also been seeing for at least 5 years. And I know you might wonder, why do I see two different practitioners? And what I found is that practitioners really specialize in different things. So my naturopath specializes a lot in hormones, fertility, postpartum, really looking at my blood tests and really giving me a well-rounded approach to reversing my hormone levels. And also, she just has so much knowledge. She's been working with hormones for 20 years. And so I just love the experience that she brings, and the knowledge is just really different. But I also love my other practitioner so much. She's a nutritionist, but she doesn't feel like a regular nutritionist. I feel like she's an investigative practitioner, and I feel like she's even smarter than many doctors that I've seen, if I can actually say that, just because she takes so many courses out there and she just loves learning all the time. She's probably one of the smartest people I've ever met, and the way she practices is really unique. So different practitioners practice very differently, and that's why some practitioners work better for some people and other practitioners work better for others. And so that's why I see both of them and I love it, and they've both helped me in so many ways, and I'm just really thankful for it. So my other practitioner has been helping me out with my skin, but it's not really a skin issue. It's really other things happening within the body. So she does a lot of live blood cell analysis, which I know for some people is a bit controversial, but it has personally helped me so much. It's revealed so many things about my body, and other people that I've spoken with have also found that it's been really helpful as well. And I can honestly say that the things that we see under the microscope for my live blood cell analysis is very accurate with what seems to be happening with my body. So for example, one time I had a cold and I wasn't feeling too well, and my practitioner actually said that she could see on the live blood cell analysis that she could see that I was fighting something. And the other thing is that live blood cell analysis is basically when they prick your finger, get a sample of your blood, just a small sample, and then they look at it under a microscope, and then they're able to see a lot of issues that are happening. And another reason why it has been really accurate for me is because I have had blood sugar issues. I've had other issues as well, and it's just seemed to really match up with my blood tests from my naturopath. And so that has really been very helpful. But I will give more information about it next time. But basically, the live blood cell analysis has been really, really helpful to help identify whether I've had adrenal issues or bacterial overgrowth. And I'll just give like a quick update. But basically, I found out that I had bacterial overgrowth, parasites, especially because last year I went to Thailand and then I went to Hong Kong as well. And I flared up so much in Thailand, and I know something happened there. I was eating so much street food as well, so I just know something happened. And yeah, when I came back, there were parasites in the blood, and so I worked on that for a long time. The fungal issues I just mentioned, bacterial overgrowth. I've always had adrenal issues, and I feel like there's been so many issues that I've had to work on. I feel like my body was like a big mess, even after giving birth. And so it's been 3 years, but slowly peeling layers and layers of the skin, metaphorically. But it's been a wild ride. I used to break down very, very often because it was just so hard to manage just being a new mom and being a mom in general. And it took me about 2 years to feel normal again. But I'm just so happy that I finally feel normal. I'm still healing. My skin does have flakiness, like on my face, and my shoulder area does bug me sometimes, but it's just nowhere near what it was before. So let me know if you guys can relate to that as well. Message me at Eczema Conquerors on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and check out my Facebook community at the Eczema Support Group for the Eczema Podcast. I'm just happy that things are changing and that things are taking a turn. So anyway, that's just my quick update. I just also want to remind you that, things do get better, just like it's taken me 3 years to get 80 to 90% better. I just want to let you know that you can conquer your journey as well, and that you are a conqueror. And please don't compare my timeline, and don't think that it'll take you as long as it did for me to heal, because you will probably, and you can also just heal. You can heal faster too, and maybe even faster than the speed that I'm at. But nevertheless, it's not about the speed. It's not a sprint, but it's a marathon. So, slow and steady, and you'll get there. I know a lot of us want to rush things, but just let your body do its job. Your body has its own timing. It's easy to get impatient, but you will get there, I promise you. Don't give up hope. I'm rooting for you. I'm on this journey here with you. I have my struggles too, and just thankful for progress. So I believe that you will have progress, and I believe that you can achieve healing and that you can turn things around. So don't give up, because you are worth it on your journey. And even if your family members say that your healing is slow, which they said for me, and a lot of them didn't believe in the things I was doing, but 3 years later and there's results. So don't give up. Don't let anyone talk you down or say negative things about you. Just remember to stay positive, because you can conquer anything that comes your way. All right, have a great day. Bye.